Gentlemen, we got a few little tips today. Things that I think are going to be helpful for now, maybe in the future, for you guys. And I kind of want to just go through a lot of this pretty quickly. So we're just going to hop into it. Step one, not step one, play your solos. I happen to get this from the solos, so I just want to. I figured we'd open it together. Let's see what a B&D opportunity reward pack could have been, I guess. Okay, so just a few little things here. You may know some of this, you may not know some of this. Something that really annoys me as a player, I'm going to help you guys out with. I'm going to hide the face cam here. On the bottom left, you see a little thing for your left stick called game options. This is the only place you can do it, right? At the bottom of Ultimate Team, right? There's no settings thing. But if you click your left stick in, you get game options, and then you get the Ultimate Team stuff on your settings. Default star difficulty, I always turn mine to on. That just puts it on the max stars automatically, saves me from doing that event type. I always go to quick presentation. Me personally, I need all the time in the world that I can get back. I turn the pack helper off myself. You can do whatever you want with that. And then accelerated clock as well. So if you're gonna use, I have it as off right now because I'm trying to like get some stats. But if you're trying to hurry up through solos, come back in here and turn accelerated clock on. The rest of the stuff is available everywhere. Not a lot of people know about doing all that stuff. It is very helpful. It will save time. It may only be seconds at a time, but when you do something over and over and over and over and over, eventually it really does make a good difference. People have asked about using your trophies, okay? If you have the premium field pass, you're going to get a lot of trophies regardless. But this Keldric Fox token is pretty nice, to be honest, if you really want to think about it and look at it. If you go to season 1, you're going to see this free card that basically everyone got, right? Everyone got this card. And as you upgrade him, he goes up quite a bit. He goes up quite a bit there. So if you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tokens for 3,500 trophies, which is not a bad deal at all. He has abilities. But we're looking at 89 power move, 81 finesse move, 85 block shed. That's a really solid card, right? It's a really, really solid card. I don't mind using that as opposed to picking and choosing 81s and 83s and all that. And then even using 7,000 trophies on Carmona in the store, but you can't even get that far right now anyway. I mean, like, that's not terrible, but we also know that we're going to be getting trophies for stuff like this, all the promos and stuff. I'm just saying, right? To open 2 of these, and again, you only get a certain amount. To open 2 of these is 3,200 trophies. Maybe you get extremely lucky. Or this is 3,500 trophies for all of them. You get a guaranteed A5. I think that's a really smart place to go with your trophies right now. Now that the NBA and NFL seasons are over, we are shifting our focus over on Prize Picks to MLB Baseball. And for new users right now, if you sign up using code CC, make a deposit, play $5 in lineups, you're going to get $50 instantly as well. So all you need to do is either click the link in the description or download Prize Picks from the App Store, sign up using code CC, and start putting that sports knowledge to the test. So it's a great time to start using Prize Picks. Use that knowledge, get winning, make some money, have some fun. Use code CC when you guys sign up. And as always, my plays will be over on my Twitter account. Let's get back to the video. Next up, about keeping track of all of your sort of stuff. Early access. Obviously, like if you have early access, you're playing for the early access, right? But one thing in particular is, and this isn't just for early access, we have play games and win games. It says it tracks in head-to-head and solos. At least right now, it does not track in solo. It does not. But where does it track in head-to-head? You're like, man, I don't want to win 6 head-to-head games. Cool, you don't have to. You can go into this overtime one right now, and this does track your play games and your win games as well. Obviously, very quick. Doesn't hurt your record. Maybe you get a few little rewards along the way. They're not very good rewards, but hey, guess what? It is a very, very quick way to go get those things done. Again, maximize your options. right? Other objectives, gain rushing yards, score points, do some of that. They're going to eventually put out a bunch of pretty good solos that we won't know about. Score a passing TD this drive. That allows me to get 65 yards and a passing touchdown. Again, play them on easy. Makes a lot of sense. This one, passing touchdown. Again, same thing. So you really just have to kind of know where to go. And that's always going to be constantly changing until they give us something. Like last year, I think I played like a Jameis Winston legend solo 150, 200 times because you could get 96 passing yards real quick. Again, maybe you don't have the time to go do some of that stuff, but it is a good place to kind of go in and start. I would mention some of the early access stuff, but again, like you're not gonna be able to do this one forever. This is 70 rushing yards you can get in this one, but this one's gonna go away, right? So always go through, find that, keep a note of whatever the best solo is for you. Next thing I really want to mention is please be patient. I say this to you guys every single year. Please be patient. My God, makes me so angry. But I will see people now. If you're going to spend a lot of money and do all that, that's up to you. People will spend and 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 spend on some cards, right? So for a while there, we had these really, really expensive cards here. Someone like Eric Rivers was really expensive. The prices come down. Don't fall for the new hype on prices on stuff, right? Because there's always something coming along down the line, especially early on, because they need to keep the content moving. Right now, no one's going to be special with abilities or anything like that. So early on, people were paying hundreds of thousands of coins for terrible quarterbacks. They were paying it for 85 overalls. Now all of a sudden, you can go ahead and you can get some of these cards. Dylan Raiola, 166,000 coins, right? He's a pretty good quarterback. He's a pretty good quarterback. And if you go look at some of these other cards, right? They're not Kevin Jennings, right? Who's not as good of a card. It's still 120,000 coins. Okay, quarterback is a very dime a dozen position. So is running back. Again, you can really only have one of them on the field at a time. Running back, sure, you could swap people in and out. But please be patient when you guys are buying cards. Take advantage of when prices drop on things too, because that's a really good idea. Now, what you can expect if you are new is that when we get new overalls at certain points in time, we are going to get changes to price ranges, right? So right now, the current price range, the minimum is 78,000 on this. So that's a really good thing to keep in mind. That if you buy this card, then 10-15% of that, you're not going to lose a ton of coins, especially if you can get rid of it before the price ranges change and the overall changes come. Now, I will always try to give you guys a heads up, insight, all those sorts of things. And when I feel like overall changes are coming, obviously it's just not quite yet. What it'll probably be is about 2 weeks is going to be my guess when they try to make that next change. Why do we think that it's going to be that length of time? That's a fantastic question. Thanks, guys. We have this Parker Brailsford card here, right here. Y'all see it. He's in my team. We pulled him, and I held on to him, but he's at 87 overall. What does that mean? If you look through the field pass, you will also see 87 overall packs and cards, and that's the wrong place to go. And rewards, right? So what that means is that we are going to get there. The 87 overalls will be basically the maximum. You could have like a slight overlap with 88, but we have 36 days in the season left, okay? So what it basically means is that we have 5 weeks, right? So we're going to get 2 or 3 weeks of 85s being the max, and then we're going to get like 2 weeks of 86s, and then maybe like it'll creep into 87s sort of there at the end is going to be my guess. So again, we have 2-ish weeks right now with these overalls. Again, will they change the price ranges all the time? They may not. They probably will need to, again, to keep the market kind of level, but just something to keep in mind there, right? If you are buying cards at the minimum, you could use them for a week or two, kind of as a rental. That's great. Again, additionally, we talked before about using platinums as rentals. That wasn't really a huge thing, as I was looking through the market, there's only very few cards. But when you get LTDs as well, your quick sell value is higher right now, right? Jeremiah Love. Go look at this card. He's going to be coming out of packs in about a week, right? He's 393,000 coins, okay? 393. You can go ahead and buy him right now. Jeremiah Smith, put him on the team if you really want. Or you could go get Mr. Clark here, right? Also, brand new card. A lot of people are looking at it, but I don't really care about the card. I care about comparing to see what the price is on them. You see that the quick sell is 250,000 coins, okay? So if these prices on an LTD starts to get near that 300,000 coin mark, you can rent that card, and if worst comes to worst, you can quick sell it for 250,000. So you have a rental price. So that's something to keep in mind, even if it's not a great LTD, because those ones probably aren't going to get down to those levels and stuff anyway. But any glitches happen, things like that. Just keep that in mind, that your price points are where you really, really, really want to be looking at, right? Also, questions about like when should you sell? If you think you should sell, go ahead and sell, right? Ricky looks good. I wouldn't have him on my team for 600,000 coins. We are going to get more running backs. You don't think we're going to get a legend running back at minimum on Sunday? I feel like we will. So there's just a quick little couple tips. Again, set your settings right. Be patient with your cards and your coins. Please do that. Find the right solos that you need to go in there. Use what EA has in there, out there for playing head to head right now. It is counting the overtime rules. It says solos, but solos isn't counting yet. Maybe it will eventually, and then this is a moot point. That would be even better than that, because you should be able to experience and get through the objectives from a field pass online and offline, or both, however you want to do it. You should be able to play the game the way you want to play the game. Thank you, guys. Hopefully this is a little bit helpful. I feel like I rambled a bit. My apologies. I was trying to get this done quicker, but the bald head just keeps going, man. Love you guys. I'm out.